All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to start here with a video from Fox News about a situation that took place in Baltimore, Maryland. And as you can see here in the title of this video, it says about 20 people in the water after Baltimore bridge collapse. Okay, let me like this video here. So I want to show you this video, man, and you're going to see the moment that this bridge actually collapsed, all right? And it says 20 people in the water. So here we go.
Here we go. You're not going to believe this. A massive emergency response is underway after this bridge in Baltimore collapsed earlier this morning. Did you see that? Stunning. The entire span of the Francis Scott Key Bridge came crashing down into the river after a container ship rammed a support beam, as you can see in the left-hand part of the screen.
So firefighters say as many as 20 people are in the water, and it's being described as a mass casualty event, Kaylee.
And we're awaiting a press conference that's expected to begin at 6:15 a.m. We'll take you there live when it happens. Now let's go to Griff Jenkins, who's live on the scene. Griff.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And you can't overstate how significant of a collapse this was. We're learning the details from overnight around 1:30 a.m. That's when this Singapore flag cargo ship hit one of the major beams and collapsed that entire span. The video just stunning. And we are learning this is being treated as a mass casualty event. And there are rescue teams in the water. We've got helicopters above. Where we're standing is on the north side of where the Francis Scott Key Bridge was. I'm just gonna show you, this is as close as we can get, but if Sanford, you'll just push down this road here, this is where the emergency vehicles have been racing down this road, but the bridge where it existed was just down there. The mass casualty event, the numbers they gave us were 20 people as we watch more of the maintenance crews and folks going down this road trying to get to the north side. But this is one of the major shipping areas, in fact, the major shipping area, the Patapsco River, where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Patapsco River and brings you into Baltimore Harbor. So effectively, not only is traffic and commuters on the major 695 highway here going south to north into Baltimore stopped, but also the shipping lanes. This is one of the major commerce shipping lanes of the country coming into Baltimore Harbor. Those shipping lanes, sea from the Chesapeake Bay, has been effectively halted as you've got this federal and local response happening right now. We're hoping for any update and a press conference here within the hour, but this...
Real quick, man. First and foremost, I just wanted to say this, man. Can you imagine either getting off work or getting up for work this early in the morning and you're on the bridge, right? And the freaking bridge collapse on you, man? Do you know how terrifying or how terrified you would be, man? Okay? The people who was on that bridge, bro, you better believe they was freaking terrified, man. And the Most High God made sure that everybody who was on that bridge supposed to be on that bridge, okay? It wasn't no coincidence. But just listen to this news guy, okay, because this is my first time, watching this video, and he mentioned something, okay, about this being a major, port for our ships, man. So this is very interesting, okay? How traffic going to be backed up, saying that this is a major, major bridge. Now, later on today, I'm going to do more research, okay, on how important this bridge is, and and what all it does. But he's saying some very interesting things here concerning this bridge. All right, so I'm going to play some more. Well, I want to play it back a little bit more just so I can hear what he said again. And yeah, all right, the Francis Scotch Bridge. Here we go.
Is one of the major shipping areas, if not the major shipping area, the Patapsco River, where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Patapsco River and brings you into Baltimore Harbor. So effectively, not only is traffic and commuters on the major 695 highway here going south to north into Baltimore stop, but also the shipping lanes. This is one of the major commerce shipping lanes of the country coming into Baltimore Harbor. Those shipping lanes, sea from the Chesapeake Bay, has been effectively halted as you've got this federal and local response happening right now. We're hoping for any update in a press conference here within the hour, but this is an event that has absolutely brought this city and this commerce area to a halt as they try and rescue the people. Now, we're talking to sources here. Just where we're standing is basically the parking lot of the Maryland Transportation Authority that services this major thoroughfare and bridge. And it is very routine on any given night that in the overnight hours, that's when they would do maintenance. So not only could it possibly be the cars that might have been on the bridge at that time, but also some routine maintenance workers that may have been working on that bridge. And obviously the span you see in that video is a significant one. This bridge is gone. And we do not know ultimately whether the number is larger than 20 of the people that may be in that water. But if you are in the car and you just look at the height, 100 plus feet of the fall, it's plunging into very cold water. Even surviving the plunge would be questionable. And on top of that, it's cold out here. And the folks out here, it's in the 30s. That water is in the mid 40s. And so you've got a hypothermia concern right now. And of course, as we look at the helicopters up in the sky, there are 4 helicopters hovering above. Some may be news crews, others the emergency response. They can't see much because the sun is not yet up. But one thing is clear, and that is no traffic by sea or land is coming through this thoroughfare right now as the crews are working as fast as they can to try and rescue people, and the number of people in that water unknown. One thing to put into perspective is you're waking up and learning this just doesn't happen. Large container ships don't hit major parts of bridges and collapse them like this because it is a routine every day, 24 hours a day. You've got these shipping containers coming in. They know where to go. It's unclear. A lot of questions of why this ship would have hit that column to bring the span of that bridge down. We're trying to learn more about that as well. But right now, it's all eyes on the rescue mission. Governor Wes Moore of Maryland putting out a statement just within the hour declaring a state of emergency, saying that he's praying for the people and applauding the first responders that are on site right behind me, some 500 to 1,000 yards down behind me here, trying to save lives and also to try and bring into perspective exactly what has happened, guys.
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, so Griff, you set the scene perfectly. There's that live stream video of the port, so we get to see how many cars are on the bridge before the ship inexplicably drives into the support column. And there are, I read, at least 7 cars, and there was at least 1 tractor trailer, but also at the same time, and you mentioned this routine maintenance going on. Actually, there were 20 guys there apparently pouring concrete, according to the Daily Mail.
Real quick, as this bridge was falling, I believe it's a woman, okay, who was like watching this bridge fall, and you can hear like the little, small little, like the heart racing breaths come out of her mouth, man. Okay, you can hear it. All right, it's like a short, quick video, man. I got up and I saw it on social media. I said, man, look, let me go to the news, and see what actually really happened, so-called. They're going to only, tell us as much as they know. But Fox News is a pretty good station, man, outside of CNN, But yeah, man, this shit is, oh my goodness, bro. All right. And this stuff is not a coincidence, you know, do just an, oh my God, this is a mistake. No, man. No. It's something to this shit, bro. Okay. And as I said, as the day go on, you know, or even a week, information gonna come out, man. Oh yes, it's gonna come out. All right. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of this here, then I'll move on to the next thing.
And to your point, the fall is 180 feet from the top of the roadway at the apex of the bridge into the water. And as a surfer, you know that cold water is important. And I just looked, the National Data Buoy Center shows the water temperature as of an hour ago at 49 degrees and the air temperature at 41. And you're right. Now they got to worry about hypothermia if anybody is still alive in that water.
And, you know, Steve, one thing that's worth pointing out, you know, being from, you know, this area and, you know, this is, people think, wow, 1:30 in the morning, there must not have been many people there. But there were a lot of people, the construction workers, but also this is a major shipping area moving all of our products, you know, from south of Washington up the Northeast corridor. This is the main Northeast corridor. So not only do you have the shipping containers coming worldwide, delivering many of the products you buy at the stores, grocery store, and other things coming here. You've got the Amazon distribution center, as well as several other parts of the Baltimore Harbor here. You have shut down effectively one of the major commerce points in the Northeast, and there would have been a lot of people moving at any given hour of the day along that bridge. And that is why people are starting to realize just how significant of an event this has become. But going back to what you were talking about in the conditions, it's very, very difficult to survive in these hypothermia conditions, to be in that water. And fortunately, the weather is, as Janice was pointing out in first, pretty calm here. It's not windy. There's no storms right now, but it is a major river, the Patapsco River, that comes into Baltimore Harbor. The Chesapeake Bay is out over here to my right, Baltimore Harbor over here to my left, and all of the currents go in that way. And so you've got dive teams that will be limited with the amount of exposure they can take from the elements, trying to find people, along with the difficulty of navigating this thoroughfare and the damage to the bridge. It wasn't just a piece of the bridge, an entire massive span of that bridge has collapsed here, and that is going to make even navigating just the river area through this passage very difficult. That's why they've effectively halted all shipping traffic, as well as obviously all highway traffic through this area.
Yeah, Griff, before we let you go, I know they keep you kind of far back. We're about to talk about the search and rescue. Have you been able to see anything? Have you been able to see the divers go into the water? Have you been able to see any trucks can you see any vehicles?
We've seen, as you can look down here, I'll give you one more look, Brian. You're looking down. This is as close as we can get, and you can see crews and emergency personnel going down this bridge. But if we were to take this camera and keep walking southbound where that car just went down that road and go down there, you would get to where it collapsed. Now, we have not seen, I can't see the ship. I can't get close enough to the water. This is as far as they would let us go. And we talked our way into here. We're learning that some media is actually being held back from where we are. So we're as close as we can possibly get. But when you go down this road, you would see if essentially where that span of bridge has collapsed on the north, closer to the northern side than the south side. And we're on the north side of this right here where we're standing.
Yeah.
Brian?
Okay. Thanks so much.
Yeah, go gather some more information, Griff. Great reporting so far this morning.
We got a statement from the shipping container company. We are closely following the investigation conducted by authorities, Synergy, and we will do our utmost to keep our customers informed.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
All right, man. So you have that there going on. Okay. Very, very interesting, man. Very, very interesting, bro. That's a whole harbor, all right, a port that has been shut down for the moment. Okay. That bridge, collapsing, a great portion of that bridge collapsing. That's very interesting. Okay. Me personally, I think it's kind of fishy. something behind it. Ultimately, it's the Most High doing it, but we know how Esau Edom get down, man. Okay, but it could have been a mistake, so-called, to where the cargo ship, hit something. That could happen, all right? But it's just kind of fishy, at the time that it happened, right? Kind of fishy, but hey, man, Most High turning things up. Okay, this is what we do know, all right? The Most High turning things up, man. And the next thing, real quick, I just wanted to speak about here is here on Netflix. Okay, it's a small little movie coming out, right, about Moses, right? As it says here, Testament, the story of Moses. Seeing that the Passover just came, and we are now in the Feast of Unleavened Bread, man. This movie coming out here tomorrow on Netflix, or this series. Okay, it's a 3-part series, I believe. And I'm not gonna play the video, man, just because you know how YouTube gets. All right, but yeah, man, they had this video here. You can go watch it. But this thing come out tomorrow. Okay, March 27th. It comes out tomorrow, man. And Lord willing, I'm gonna get a chance to check it out. Just to see how Esau put this thing together. Of course, there will not be one, so-called black person in the movie. More than likely, okay, gonna be all Edomites, right? You know how Esau do things. But yeah, man, check this out tomorrow if you get a chance, or whenever, maybe the weekend, just something to watch, man. All right, but yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good though. And I end off here, with what I was gonna originally go into before the news and everything. This is Hebrews chapter 12. All right, man. I close out, man. It's Hebrews chapter 12, starting at verse 1. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up." Right? We've been watched, as it says in the KJV, by a cloud of witnesses. Okay, but it says here, a huge crowd of witnesses, man. Okay, people are watching us, right? So it says, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. Meaning what? Cast off, okay, the weak nature, right? Cast off the flesh and fight more in the spirit, man. Okay, whatever is slowing you down, brother or sister out there, you know what you're going through in your personal life. All right, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai and strip it off, man. Okay, cast it away so that you can grow, right, and get stronger, man. We're clearly in the end, okay, and you don't want nothing slowing you down, brother. All right, especially in this world, man. It says, "And let us run with endurance the race the Most High has set before us." Right, let us run with endurance, man, because this is a long, marathon that we're running. So you need endurance, okay, to finish this marathon, man, that the Most High has set before us, okay? And each of us enter this race at different times, okay? The apostles, Apostle Har, 40 years. The Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, 30 plus years. Apostle Ramlad, right? 30 years or more. They've been running for a long time in this race, And me, myself, man, been a decade or so. I've been running this race, and I pray to continue to run. Okay, Lord willing, man. Yes, sir. It don't even feel like it's been more than 10 years, bro, but it has. It has, man. And I just pray to endure until the end, Lord willing. Okay. It says, verse 2, we do this by keeping our eyes on Yahweh Shai. That's the whole thing, man. You're not going to finish this race, this marathon, if your eyes not on Yahweh Shai, right? I did the lesson last night about being distracted, or don't be distracted. This is a good precept to go with that. Keep your eyes on Yahweh Shai, man. Don't be focusing on BS, okay? Yeah, you check out things, you watch things here and there, you have your downtimes and things like that, man, but don't lose focus, okay? Know why you're running. Know what you're a part of, man, okay? Understand what you're doing. It says we do this by keeping our eyes on Yahweh Shai, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith, right? In the KJV, it says he's the author and finisher of our faith. Okay, so we should look unto him, man. Right? The ultimate example. It says, because of the joy awaiting him, he endured the cross. Right? He says, because of the joy awaiting him. What joy? Him being the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, man. Him being, the second most powerful being in all of existence. All right. So because of the joy and the blessings that was awaiting him, it says he endured the cross, meaning what? He dealt with his hell, man. And ultimately he physically had to endure an actual cross, man. All right. Being crucified for hours. Okay. A very slow and agonizing death. He had to actually endure that, man. But he dealt with a lot of things, okay? Things that our minds can't even conceive, right? It says, disregarding its shame, right? The Lord would put to shame, man. People spitting on him, Jake slapping him in the face, Jake lying on him. He endured all kinds of things, man. Jake was calling him the devil, right? Called him a Samaritan. He endured a lot. But it said he disregarded the shame, man. He just dealt with it, okay? That's something, man. Because if you spit on me, oh my goodness. My first reaction is to get on your you know what, boy. Our Lord, man. But he displays some patience, okay? Boy, come on, man. I mean, nothing anybody, but if you spit on anybody, more than likely the reaction gonna be, to get physical with you, man. Okay? Man, somebody slapped you in the face, okay? Jake actually slapped Yahweh Shai in the face, man. Like, like he was some hoe ass nigga or something, bro. Come on, man. But he disregarded all of that because he knew what was ahead of him, man, what he was fighting for, okay? That joy. He dealt with it, man. And that's how we should approach this walk, man. We're going to encounter things, man, that's going to be hard in our lives, right? Sometimes you're going to have, low, shameful moments. That's going to happen, brother. But you got to disregard it, man, and just keep on going, okay? This is why it says we do this by keeping our eyes on Yahweh Shai, man. All right? You feel like giving up, you down and out, always think about what Yahweh Shai dealt with, man. If you don't know what he dealt with, read the Bible, okay? It says now he is seated in the place of honor besides the Most High's throne. It says, think of all the hostility he endured from sinful people, right? He endured a lot from Jake, man. Our Lord, he had to, sometimes, go off on his own, man, and take a break from Jake. It's hard dealing with Jake, man. Jake is a hard people to deal with, bro. Okay? Even the Lord had to go and take a break from Jake, man. Right? He was drinking wine, Man, Jacob put you through it. Okay? He dealt with a hostile crowd, man, of niggas, trying to kill him, lying on him every day. Okay? When he started his ministry, that is, right? It says, then you won't become weary and give up, right, man? Because we're not dealing with what Yahweh Shai had to deal with. Now, we're fellowshipping with him in his, struggle and the hell that he went through, man. But we ain't dealing with what Yahweh Shai dealt with. No, sir. So whatever you're going through, man, just deal with it, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. He'll make it better for you. Okay. But you got to keep fighting, right? You got to keep pushing, man. It says, after all, you have not yet given your lives in your struggle against sin, right? You ain't died. You ain't had to shed no blood. Okay. Yahweh Shai had to shed blood, man. He died, actually physically died. Okay. And of course, he rose again, right? But we haven't gotten to that point. Okay. It says, and have you forgotten the encouraging words the Most High spoke to you as his children? He said, my child, don't make light of the Lord's Yahweh discipline, and don't give up when he corrects you, right, man? Don't give up when he corrects you, okay? Correction is a big part of this walk, brother. And you sisters out there, okay? Correction is a big part of what we do. We came out of the world, man, living like niggas, okay? Far from righteousness. And so in coming into the faith, man, you got to know, okay? You got to know that we're going to be corrected, man. But the Lord is not correcting us, for no reason. He's doing it for his pleasure, man, to pretty much, accept us, right? It says, for the Lord Yahweh disciplines those he loves, and he punishes each one he accepts as a child. So we're going to go through different punishments and trials, man, ups and downs, okay? That's because the Most High God loves us, okay? If you're not being corrected and chastened by the Lord, then guess what? You're not his, man. And you know what? I'm pretty much jumping the scriptures, all right, Salakia. But yeah, man, if the Lord, through the Spirit, man, give you a harsh rebuke, correction, hey, man, that's a good sign that you might be his, okay? That's a damn good sign, man, especially if you keep on fighting and pushing on, right? It says, as ye endure this divine discipline, remember that the Most High is treating you as his own children. Whoever heard of a child who is never disciplined by his father, right, man? We're the Most High's children. So he's treating us as such, okay? It says, if the Most High doesn't discipline you as he does all of his children, it means that you are illegitimate and are not really his children at all. Man, hey, man, examine whether you be in the faith, okay? Make sure that you're not an illegitimate child, man. Because the Lord gonna discipline those he really loves, okay? It says, since we respect our earthly fathers who discipline us, shouldn't we submit even more to the discipline of the Father of our spirits and live forever? It says, for our earthly father disciplined us for a few years, doing the best they knew how. But the Most High's discipline is always good for us, so that we might share in his holiness, right? Sharing in this truth, man, in his gospel. It says, no discipline is enjoyable while it is happening. It's painful, right? Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. It's painful in the spirit, man. Harsh rebukes, low moments, low points, okay? And our forefathers dealt with low moments and low points, man, okay? But nevertheless, man, they didn't give up, right? It says, but afterward, there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who are trained in this way, right, man? After getting rebuked, brought low, chastened in the spirit, man, you learn how to live a better life, man. You learn from the mistakes that you had, right? All through the Spirit, man. And you get better, okay? That's a whole point of correction, man, is you getting better. You increasing, right? You becoming more spiritual, man. So don't look at correction as something bad. Look at it as the love of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. It says, so take a new grip with your tired hands and strengthen your weak knees. Mark out a straight path for your feet so that those who are weak and lame will not fall, but become strong. Okay? So with that, I'm going to close out, man. Lord willing, that was edifying. All right. But this situation with this bridge, man, is very, very interesting. Okay. I'm going to be watching out throughout the day to see how this thing, plays out and what info come out, man. All right. But Lord willing, that was edifying, man. I'll praise Yahweh by Hashem Shai by Hashem Chakadash. The bodies unto the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect. Keep fighting, keep pushing out there. Shalom.